My precious child, this moment is no accident. It is a divine appointment. I have led you here because I have something to say to you now. You have cried in silence, carried burdens no one sees, and wondered if I hear you. I tell you, I have heard every sigh, every prayer, every longing of your heart. Do not turn away, for to leave now is to carry what I long to lift. Stay with me, for before this message ends, I will uncover what has been hidden, heal what has been broken, and awaken hope you thought was lost. This is your moment. Do not miss it. You already feel the ache for more, the holy yearning, the deeper why resonating inside. Hold that longing close. It is a sign of my presence planted within you, proof that you are not alone, and that you were fashioned for more than survival, for more than just getting through the day. I know the silent questions whispered in the corridors of your heart. I notice the places you conceal from others, and even from yourself, and I am not put off by them. I step into those rooms with compassion, fully aware of your weariness and your desire to be seen and known. There is no shame in reaching for me, because every ache in your soul signals me to come nearer, not to retreat. You are right to hope that something new can begin, and you are right to trust that you will not leave unchanged if you open yourself to my voice. Amid the rhythms of life, its noise and expectations, it is easy to imagine your voice is lost in the clamor. Yet not a single word from you escapes my notice. Every sigh, every silent petition, every bitter tear is precious to me. I hold each one with tenderness, not out of obligation, but from a love that naturally protects, nurtures, and restores. Lower your guard with me. Release the notion that I am distant or severe. I am near, my heart beating for you, never distracted, never indifferent. When you grew tired and feared, I had forgotten you. I was whispering in ways you could not yet perceive, laboring quietly behind the scenes to turn brokenness into beauty. The path you have walked has been rugged at times, and I grieve with you over the losses, disappointments, and betrayals you have endured. My love is not unmoved by pain. It is stirred by it. Consider this. Even when a branch snaps from a tree, the life in the roots remains steadfast, quietly sending strength for new growth. Likewise, I tend the roots of your soul, preparing you for renewal. Even when you do not know the outcome, my child, you are seen. The world may overlook your worth, but my gaze does not waver. I am captivated by who you are becoming in the waiting, not for your performance, but because you have dared to be vulnerable in my presence. Notice the soft, persistent way I guide you back when you wander. I do not chase you with a ledger of offenses, demanding repayment for every wrong. I am the good shepherd, crossing the roughest ground to reach you, meeting you exactly where you are. There is no need to earn back my affection. It was never withdrawn. Think of the moments when you felt least lovable. That is when I stood nearest, tending your wounds and whispering assurances that the fog would lift. I have never been disappointed by your humanity. Your weakness does not startle me. It is an invitation for my strength to become your shelter. You are not defined by the events that broke you, nor condemned to recycle patterns of pain. I am doing a new work in you, one not limited by your past or by labels others assigned. Even now, as you read, I am softening what has hardened, bringing warmth where you were cold, melting the ice of disappointment, and granting you fresh courage to hope. The world tells you to push harder, strive more, prove yourself. I invite you to rest in my acceptance. The deepest change does not arrive by force, but through surrender, letting yourself be loved truly as you are. Let each breath remind you of my nearness. Even in this moment, my spirit surrounds you, not as a distant force, but as your companion who knows every high and low. When you are tempted to believe you are alone in the struggle, hear me clearly. You are not abandoned. I am with you in darkness and in light, in chaos and in calm. My commitment to you is unwavering. I do not tire of you or turn away in frustration. I see the seeds of hope you have planted in faith, even when they seem slow to sprout. Trust my timing. Those seeds will bear fruit, and nothing will be wasted. Your wounds do not block my love. They become entry points for my healing. Where you offer me your pain, I pour out compassion. I do not despise your scars. They testify to your courage to keep going. You may not grasp the mystery of suffering, but know that I am redeeming it, weaving meaning even from despair. There is more life ahead than you can imagine, more joy than you dared to dream. Lift your eyes, fix your heart on the possibility of restoration. I am the one who brings beauty from ashes, who turns mourning into dancing, who trades heaviness for garments of praise. Let me inscribe hope on your heart, for your story is far from finished. You have come to listen, searching for something deeper than the quiet ache within, and I am here to speak, not to scold or overwhelm you, but to whisper a new understanding that gently reshapes how you see. Even now, I am nearer than the rhythm of your breath, so close that every thought and longing is known to me. As you open yourself even a little to my voice, you will discover that the journey is not about striving to reach me, but about letting your defenses fall so I can show you how closely I have already drawn you into my embrace. Never once have I lost sight of you. My eyes have not strayed from your path, no matter how knotted or lost it seemed to you. In the quiet places where you questioned your worth, when you wished for a sign or a soft word, my patience held you safe. Even when you feared you were forgotten, I did not abandon you to carry the weight alone. Every challenge and hidden hurt, I have held them with you, feeling them as my own. I have watched how hard you try to be strong for others, how you cloak your struggle behind a calm exterior. You shoulder burdens no one sees, worries that stir at night. My heart aches with yours, not because you are lost, but because I long to free you from carrying these things by yourself. Let me remind you who you are to me. I formed you with intention, weaving your soul with threads of beauty and purpose that no failure and no fear can erase. When you dismissed yourself as ordinary or inadequate, I leaned in to whisper, "You are my treasure, chosen and beloved." No one else carries your story, your voice, your laughter, and yes, even your tears. The world has tried to weigh you on its scales, yet my love does not keep score. Mercy is my measure, and my affection for you does not rise and fall with your performance or your mistakes. You search for answers and for belonging, for a home your soul recognizes. I placed that longing in you so you would be drawn to me, so that in quiet trust, you would discover I am the fulfillment of every hunger your heart has known. When you turn to empty places in search of comfort, I do not condemn you. I wait with open arms, eager for each small step in my direction. You're not asked to impress me or prove your worth. I desire the truth of your heart, offered simply and honestly, exactly as you are in this moment. There are parts of your story you think I could not understand or forgive. You worry that the darkness you faced or the choices you regret place you outside my compassion. Hear me gently. No shadow is too deep for my light to reach. No scarcity within you can outlast my patience. I am not waiting for you to become flawless before I pour out love. It is in your honesty and broken places that my grace moves most freely into your story. As you keep walking, I will teach you a new way to listen, not merely with your ears, but with your spirit, where hope flickers even when circumstances are hard. I am not a distant action, but a living presence. I long to speak into the quiet places, your fears, your joys, your confusion. Bring me what is real. Anger, disappointment, doubt, none of these are foreign to me. I do not ask for pretense or pious masks. I invite you to come as a child, unguarded, so I can show you a love you have never known. The world mutters 100 voices, each promising safety, significance, or happiness. Yet none can fill what only my love was meant to satisfy. The ache you carry, the deep unrest when you wonder if you matter, is not a flaw but a signature, a place designed for my love to settle and complete what is missing elsewhere. Trust that I hear the prayers too soft to name, the longings you barely dare to admit. I respond with tenderness, not disappointment, with hope, not judgment. I call you by name, not as the world labels you, but as I see you, my creation, bearing my image even in fragility. When you tally your life by failures, know that I measure your worth by the life I have breathed into you. My love is not discouraged by your questions or doubts. With each hesitant step of faith, I walk beside you, and when you stumble, my hand lifts you, never resentful, never weary. The way I set before you is not marked by pressure or fear, but by a steadfast love that carries you when you are too tired to move. When shame insists you are beyond reach, I remind you of my promise to restore and renew. There is no wound so deep and no story so tangled that I cannot heal. You are never too messy to be my delight, never too broken to be restored by my touch. If you feared that drawing near would expose you to wrath or rejection, I speak peace over you now. Cast your fears at my feet. Let the walls you built for protection become doors through which my mercy enters. It is not your strength I seek, but your openness. Not your knowledge, but your willingness to walk with me, even when the path ahead is unclear. Do not count yourself unworthy of the tenderness I offer. For every moment you doubted your place, know that my love has not wavered. Bring me the pieces of your story, the triumphs and the tangles, the dreams and the disappointments. I am not intimidated by your reality. My compassion flows toward the very places you wish to hide. In me, you are fully known and fully loved, without exception, without reservation. Rest in that truth. Let it sink into the wounds where other voices planted shame or doubt. My word over you is life, not condemnation, hope, not despair. On this path with me, you will find I am more patient than you imagined, more constant than the sunrise, more faithful than the closest friend. Where others failed you, I remain unwavering. My promises are not fragile. They endure beyond moods and circumstances. I am not deterred by your distance or your silence. I wait for your heart with patience, always ready to begin again. No matter how often you falter, fresh mercies await, gifts not measured by your past, but by my abundant love. Together, we will discover a truer picture of who you are. Apart from the voices that wounded or defined you, my truth rings louder than accusation, and my peace anchors you when storms rise. Trust that my presence is already at work within you, leading you into freedom deeper than anything you have known. You have not missed your chance with me. There is always a place for you at my table, always a welcome that does not hinge on performance. My arms are open, my heart is eager for your company, ready to teach you how to dwell secure in a love that does not end. Notice how often you look to the world for assurance, reaching for someone or something to prove your worth or to answer your deepest needs. Yet the comfort found in fleeting achievements, shifting opinions, and unreliable circumstances leaves you still searching, hollow at the core. I have watched your striving, the countless efforts to measure up, to decode trials, to repair what feels broken inside. My heart aches with you because I know how exhausting that road becomes. I do not appraise you by the world's standards. My delight in you is not based on your output, nor can it be shaken by what others say. Before you lifted a finger, before you dared to hope for more, I named you precious and beloved. Let these words travel deep. I formed you in love, not to abandon you, but to walk with you through joy and sorrow, confusion and longing. My voice calls you to lay down false burdens and rest in my presence. In every shadowed valley, I remain near, closer than your breath, listening even for the faintest whisper of your heart. You have called to me with questions and fears many times, and each time I leaned close, answering in my timing and in ways that stretched your faith and expanded your capacity to love and be loved. You have doubted at times, unsure if I heard or cared, especially when pain lingered or prayers seemed unanswered. Yet my understanding is deeper than oceans. I am working in hidden places, weaving your story from strands that now look too tangled to redeem. Where you see impossibility, I see the opportunity for transformation. Where you feel inadequate, I see seeds of destiny awaiting my touch and your trust. Be honest with me. Hold nothing back. Not your anger, not your confusion, not even the dreams you fear to speak. Your questions do not threaten me. Your honesty does not weary me. In these open moments, my love pours into the fractures. When you are weak, I am your strength. When fear presses in, my peace stands ready to guard your heart and mind. Release the urge to have every answer. I never required that of you. I ask for trust, a soft turning of your soul toward me, moment by moment. I am not interested in empty performance or rehearsed words. I want the real you, a heart surrendered, imperfect, beautiful in its seeking. If shame has hounded you, remember, I wrapped you in compassion long before shame found its voice. The world points fingers. My hands reach to heal. Where others repeat your failures, I speak renewal and hope. My forgiveness is never reluctant. It flows like a river, washing the deepest stains and replacing self-condemnation with the life-giving assurance of being truly known and never rejected. Lift your gaze from regret. Look to me. Let the warmth of my acceptance dry the tears no one else sees. You are not defined by what has been, but by who you are becoming in my presence. I know the weight of expectation you carry. Your own, the expectations of others, even the imagined ones you think I demand. Hear me now. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. Not because life is simple, but because I shoulder the heaviest part. I take upon myself what threatens to crush your spirit. When you stumble or lose your way, I do not stand back disapprovingly. I rush to your side, steadying you with hands long acquainted with strength and gentleness. My love does not grow tired. It does not run dry. Each morning, as the sun rises, it is renewed, sufficient for your need. Do not let fear dictate your choices or steal the peace I give freely. The world of what-ifs and looming uncertainty cannot overwhelm the place where my love lives. Bring me your apprehension. Bring the trembling hopes and the silent dreads. Your vulnerability does not repel me. I honor it. The courage you show simply by turning toward me, even in uncertainty, moves my heart more deeply than you know. There is no shame in weakness. Weakness is the very place where my strength shines brightest. Releasing control is not defeat. It is the beginning of freedom. The freedom I intended for you from the moment I dreamed you into existence. As you open yourself to my leading, expect to learn patience. Growth rarely follows your timetable. It comes like the dawn, often unnoticed, until suddenly the sky is bright. Trust the slow process I am unfolding within you. I care more about shaping your character, deepening your compassion, and widening your hope than about fixing circumstances from the outside. Sometimes I move with a gentle nudge, sometimes through bold opportunities, and sometimes through trials that feel bewildering. Every experience, every meeting, every delay becomes a canvas where I am painting grace, so that when you look back, you will see not only survival, but transformation. Allow gratitude to rise, not only for the blessings you can list, but even for the struggles that have carved deeper wells of empathy and faith. There is beauty in the broken places, where light finds entry, because hard shells have given way. Pain is not the closing chapter. It is often the birthplace of intimacy with me, a tender dependence that discovers joy in all seasons. You do not walk alone, and the trials that threaten to define you are in my hands, becoming instruments that refine you into a clearer reflection of my love for the world. Take a breath now. Let my words settle into your spirit. Remember, this journey is not a race to impress me. It is an invitation to be transformed by being with me. I see every quiet kindness, every hidden prayer, every moment you choose love over resentment and hope over despair. Nothing is wasted, not the small steps, not the days that feel motionless. Every ache for meaning, every longing for more, is an echo of my own heart calling you deeper and nearer. Always homeward. You need not hide your scars from me. There are things within you that you try to keep submerged, afraid that exposure invites judgment or shame. Yet I have always seen you whole, nothing concealed from my loving gaze. The pain you carry, the disappointments, the losses, the betrayals, these are not weights you must bear alone. I reach for you still, inviting you to place each wound, each fear, and each unanswered question into my hands. At times you believe your struggles disqualify you, that your brokenness makes you unworthy of love. Hear me. My love is not earned by wholeness. It is lavished most where you are in need. Think of the nights you whispered your hurts into darkness, desperate to make sense of what felt senseless. Even then I held you, cradling you in the shelter of my presence, grieving with you, and seeing beyond the present suffering to the dawn that would come. Day by day I walk at your side through the intricate weave of your life. When the road feels hidden and tangled, I guide your steps, illuminating the way a little at a time, not requiring you to see the whole journey at once. I understand how uncertainty unnerves you, how the unknown stirs old anxieties and tempts you to choose comfort over calling. Yet greater still is the purpose I have sown into your being, a purpose that flourishes not on familiar ground, but in the stretch of faith. Release the insistence on having all the answers before you begin. Ask for wisdom, and I will give it. I do not grow impatient with your questions or your hesitations. You often feel compelled to control outcomes, to strive until life bends to your will. Beloved, surrender is not yielding to defeat. It is choosing confidence in the one who knows the end from the beginning. When you entrust your timetable, your expectations, and your ways to me, you do not lose yourself. You find your truest self in union with the one who designed you. Yielding is not passivity. It is opening your heart to be shaped, softened, and remade by me. Each trusting moment is a seed planted in the soil of hope, watered by my grace. Think about the seasons that changed without your consent. Friendships faded, roles shifted, dreams pivoted. Sometimes those transitions weighed heavily, leaving you unsure of your place in the unfolding story. Do not imagine any chapter catches me off guard. I am the author who writes beauty from ashes and purpose from pain. Lay aside nostalgia for what was and fear of what might be. Turn your gaze toward what I am doing now. From the places you judged barren, fresh growth is rising. The doors that closed did not mean the end, but signaled the beginning I have been crafting. I recognize your hunger for meaning, your desire to know your life matters. The world's measures are often hollow and fleeting, but I rejoice over you not for production or applause, but for who you are becoming in me. Your smallest kindnesses, the sacrifices no one sees, the gentle persistence in doing good, these are precious to me. They echo eternity more loudly than any headline or accolade. When your service goes unnoticed and your gifts seem hidden, remember, I see and I celebrate every act born of love. Know this too. Weakness is not a curse. It is a canvas for my strength. Where you are insufficient, I am your sufficiency. Where wisdom is lacking, I give freely. Where you feel alone, I draw near as a faithful friend. On your hardest days, my grace rises like a river and bears you above the flood. Every tear you have shed rests in the palm of my hand, none wasted, none ignored. In joy and in mourning, in questions and in worship, I am attentive and near. There are treasures within you yet undiscovered. Do not dismiss what I have placed in you because it looks different from the gifts of others. Each person is unique by deliberate design, a radiant reflection of my creativity. I breathe life into your particularity, drawing out talents, desires, and dreams carrying my signature. Dare to trust that what I have sown in you has purpose, even if its fullness is still unfolding. I am never hurried, and my timing is perfect. Not a moment late, not a dream discarded. As you go on, let love be your highest aim. Love that forgives quickly, restores gently, and risks vulnerability for the sake of connection. This is your invitation. Mirror my heart to a weary, wondering world. Your love does not need to be grand to be powerful. Every act of compassion, each encouraging word, each patient choice becomes a testimony of my presence in you. Day by day, you become a living message, speaking hope by how you live, how you listen, how you lift those around you. I know that waiting tries the deepest parts of trust and patience. Yet seasons of waiting are not wasted. They are fertile ground where perseverance roots and hope ripens. Resist the urge to race ahead or manufacture outcomes. Bring your longings and disappointments to me, and watch me transform them into expectancy. I am never idle in your waiting. Beneath what appears still, I am preparing blessings, shaping your character, aligning circumstances, and weaving a story that will showcase my faithfulness beyond anything you could script. Opposition will arise, obstacles that feel overwhelming, storms that shake your confidence. Do not be surprised by resistance. The path of faith is not ease. It is courage refined in the fire. In trouble, remember, you are not alone. I stand with you as defender and shield, your song in the night. Every battle you face becomes a doorway for my power to be revealed through your steady trust. When comparison whispers its theft, return to my invitation. Abide close to me. Comparison steals joy and blinds you to the beauty of your path. You are incomparable in my sight, loved exactly as you are, moving at the rhythm I set for you. Walk with me one step at a time. Each day is sufficient for its purpose, and every dawn arrives carrying new mercies tailored for you. I do not regret choosing you. Before your first breath, I called you by name and declared you beloved. Nothing you carry, no failure, regret, or disappointment can sever you from my affection. There is no condemnation here, only invitation to rest, to heal, to rise, to become. If you falter, I reach not to shame you, but to raise you, to steady you, to remind you that your story continues under my tender gaze. There are days when weariness settles into your bones, and you question the fruit of your labor or the point of staying the course. I see you there, and I draw near. When the road feels long and your spirit thirsty, lean closer. Rest your head against my heart and hear how faithfully it beats for you. I am not a distant observer. I am your helper, walking beside you. If you reach for me, I will lift you again and again. Creation itself bears witness to my care, from the smallest wildflower to the evening sky's expanse. And you, infinitely more precious than these, are held in a love that does not fail. Where others weigh you by fleeting measures, I cherish your very core. Should the world pass by or forget your name, know that I have engraved you upon my hands. Every deferred dream, each delayed hope is known to me. Nothing you feel or offer is lost in the shadows. All is gathered into the tapestry I am weaving from your life. Allow me to speak courage into the weary places. If fear hisses that you are not enough or that failure defines you, Listen for my voice naming you beloved and chosen. I do not see a chain of mistakes or unfinished attempts. I see a living work where grace keeps renewing what seems broken. In the hour of regret, remember, my mercy towers higher than any mountain that blocks your way. Even the dust beneath your feet turns holy when you walk trusting me. I do not despise small beginnings, nor am I disappointed by earnest questions. Bring me the tangled knots of your heart and the burdens too heavy to bear alone. I am not disappointed by your humanity. I authored it, redeemed it, and sealed it for beauty. When the path ahead seems invisible, rest in my presence. Watch as I lead you beside still waters and restore your soul in ways the world cannot understand. You often wonder about the plans I hold for you, whether your life truly matters, whether there's more than your eyes can see. Know this, I take joy in guiding each step, and nothing is wasted in my hands. Even waiting seasons hold purpose beyond your knowing. Some things grow in secret for a time, nourishing roots that will one day burst forth with abundance. Do not lose heart because you cannot yet see. Trust the slow miracle unfolding within and around you. The most fruitful lives often endure the most pruning, not as punishment, but as loving preparation for a harvest you cannot yet imagine. With me, there is no time lost, only time redeemed, repurposed, rearranged for a good beyond expectation. Be gentle with yourself as I am gentle with you. Lay down the burden of perfection. You were made for trust, not relentless striving. Keep your hands as open to receive as they are to give. It honors me when you welcome my gifts with gratitude. The world may push you to compare, to measure, to prove, but in my presence, you are simply known and cherished. There is nothing to accomplish to win my affection. I have loved you from the beginning, before your first word, before your first breath. Set down the armor you have carried, the protections that once helped, but now keep out my healing light. My arms stay open, welcoming you without condition. I want you to know the joy of simply being with me. In the quiet, let your soul listen. Even when your thoughts grow loud, my peace hums beneath the surface, offered freely to anyone who turns an ear toward me. Let that peace seep into the cracks, softening edges formed by disappointment. There is a gentle, unhurried strength here. Not the force the world celebrates, but the steady resolve that comes from knowing you are never alone, never forsaken. Every sigh, each silent tear, every hope too delicate for words, I notice and treasure them. I meet you in the ordinary and the overlooked, transforming every humble offering into a demonstration of my love at work. If you wonder how to trust amid uncertainty, remember, I am the same one who calms storms and holds all things together. When you feel tossed, anchor yourself in my faithfulness. It has no end. Trust does not banish questions. It chooses my promises while answers remain unseen. Place your anxieties into my hands as many times as needed. I am patient with your process and gentle with your fears. Even the smallest seed of faith can move mountains when planted in me. No step of trust is wasted. No act of hope goes unnoticed. The world will dangle distractions that promise escape from pain, yet deliver emptiness. I invite you instead into honesty. Bring the unvarnished struggle so I can meet you with real comfort and real transformation. Nothing in you frightens or repels me. The parts you hide from others are already known and loved by me. Let this assurance settle your spirit and unbind you from shame. I desire your freedom even more than you do. My joy is your walking in the light, unafraid and unashamed. As you rest here, remember, your story continues under hands that shape galaxies and cradle sparrows. There is more journeying ahead than you imagine, but you never travel alone. I walk with you through valleys and over summits, celebrating your laughter, grieving your sorrows, cheering your courage. You are not asked to be perfect, only present with me. Let grace become the air you breathe. Draw it deep, Let it fill every part of you. In this posture of trust and openness, you come fully alive, attuned to my quiet guidance. Settle this in your heart. You are seen, known, and held. Even now, no circumstance can unmake my unwavering love. I have chosen you, called you, and fitted you uniquely for the days to come. Take comfort, find rest, and rise renewed. I am with you in every step, as I always have been, and as I always will be. You have wondered if true renewal is possible, if the cycles etched so deeply can be rewritten by grace and power. Hear me, every moment holds the possibility of newness with me. As a barren field yields to rain and wakes the hidden seeds, so your heart revives beneath my gentle touch. I do not face you with a record of failure in my hand. I stretch out my hand, stained by redemptive love, inviting you to step beyond regret into fresh hope. Even dry bones live when I breathe. Though the world declares that what is lost can never return, I am the restorer of all that has fallen and the healer of all that hurts. What I rebuild cannot be toppled by storms, and what I call forth cannot be silenced by darkness. Release the voices that echo shame and resentment within. I do not call you by your shame, I call you by your true name. I see in you the courage you overlook, the faith you underestimate, and the love you fear is too small, and I delight to bring it to life. Trust the steadiness of my gaze, untouched by the world's verdicts. I am nearer than your own breath. I am here in heaviness and here in lightness, watchful always, never distracted, braiding the loosening threads of your days into meaning and renewal. At times, my way may seem slow and your patience thins, yet I do not linger from neglect. I am setting roots deep beneath the surface, foundations no storm can overthrow. While you press for what is immediate, I am shaping what is eternal. Rest in this. Nothing and no one slips past my notice, not even the faintest longing voiced in secret. When you wake to discouragement, remember you do not rise alone. My presence greets you before your eyes fully open. Wherever fear spins its web, my light is already poised to surge in, fearless and whole. I will not allow your story to close in darkness. In uncertainty, when answers sieve through your fingers, lean into my wisdom, for I have already walked the paths ahead. Every outcome you dread I hold in sovereign care. Each disappointment carries seeds that, in due time, will bear fruit. Refuse to be named by what has ended. Fresh beginnings await you. Beginnings formed in the quiet chambers of my heart with your joy in view. Let gratitude be your native tongue and watch it reshape the landscape of your life. There is power in naming every mercy, however hidden, and in finding beauty among ashes. When troubles encircle, thanksgiving becomes the doorway to courage. When loss crowds your chest, gratitude trains your spirit to sing. All that you entrust to my hands multiplies. It does not diminish. What you release in faith, your trust, your praise, your small offerings, I flood with the abundance only I can give. Consider the birds. They neither fret nor store, yet my open hand sustains them. How much more is my care invested in you, the crown of my creation? Refuse mere survival when I have formed you for fullness. Lift your eyes, beloved, above the endless procession of demands and diversions and see me close at hand. As you move through busyness and clamor, cultivate a quiet within, a sanctuary where my voice settles your confusion and brings clarity to your wandering. In stillness, you know my peace most deeply. In rest, my strength takes shape within you. You need not strive for my attention or compete for my love. Your flaws, your setbacks, your wounded places are not barriers, but invitations for my grace to work wonders. You may ask why the road is sometimes lined with pain. Hear this, I do not waste sorrow. Every tear you shed is precious, held in my keeping, never falling unnoticed to the ground. In the furnace of trials you are refined, not ruined. I am the one who walks with you in the fire, ensuring you emerge stronger, more radiant, more intimately acquainted with my heart. Suffering is not your name. It is a place where my comfort is tangible and my power unmistakable. What wounded you will never speak the final word if you trust me. From the ashes of disappointment, I am crafting testimonies of hope to share with those still seeking their way. Forgive where forgiveness is needed, others and yourself. Do not shoulder burdens I have already paid to lift. Bitterness only poisons the wellspring of your soul. Release opens the channel for healing to flow from my heart to yours. No shame is too heavy, no regret too sharp for me to ease. Let me untie the knots of the past and lead you into new freedom. The courage to forgive is not a task you accomplish alone. It is a partnership with my compassion within you. Invite me into the hardest, most hidden places, and I will bring light where shadows have reigned too long. Give yourself grace for the journey, as I have given you grace from the beginning. Celebrate progress, however slow, and resist measuring yourself by the world's rulers. Growth in my kingdom is not always visible day to day, yet over time roots deepen and branches reach for heaven. I see the hidden labor of your love, the prayers no one hears, the costly choices for kindness. None of it is wasted. Your faithfulness rises like fragrance toward me, and I am moved by your persistence even when you feel weak or unseen. Hold fast to my promises. They are anchors in any storm. I have pledged myself to you not because you earned it, but because my love does not relent. In confusion, let my word be your steady lamp, guiding your steps through every twist and turn. Even when dreams delay or life revises your plans, my purpose for you remains. Cling, beloved, to the assurance that I am working in what you grasp and in mysteries you cannot yet discern. Trust that my goodness and mercy pursue you and will greet you with every sunrise. My gaze searches your heart, attending not only to your actions, but to the desires and wounds you seldom admit, even to yourself. Do not shrink from my light, or imagine I recoil from what you hide. I am healer of all that aches in you, the gentle mender who delights in making even your most fragile pieces whole. You were not made for shallow living, for shrinking back in shame or fear, but for a brave nearness with me, where your fears are heard and your questions are safe. If you wonder whether I truly know you or desire to be near, consider this. Not a single sigh escapes you without stirring my compassion. Each day I fashion as a new canvas, offering hues of grace and patience and openings to begin again. When you stumble or waver, I do not count the falls. I celebrate the moment your trembling hand reaches for mine. Grace is not merely a covering for failure. It lifts you. It teaches you to walk with steady, growing confidence, surrounded by my faithfulness as surely as dawn overcomes the night. I draw near to the places you deem too ruined or too ordinary, whispering life into dry bones. Do not call unredeemable what I have named beloved. In every chamber of your soul I long to enter, rearranging confusion into purpose, planting joy where loss once took root. The world will preach that transformation comes only by endless striving, or that your worth is tangled in what you can prove or produce. My transformation begins with surrender, with the sacred recognition that you belong to me first and foremost, apart from anything you could earn. My peace is anchored deep within you, free from the dictates of circumstance or fleeting emotion. I pour it freely, a river that does not run dry even when earthly wells fail. Ground yourself in that peace. Let it hush your anxieties, guide your decisions, and soften the edges of self-judgment. At times you mistake my conviction for condemnation and feel the weight of imperfection. Learn my voice. It never belittles, never accuses without end. My correction is soaked in hope and possibility, pointing you toward restoration, while accusation wounds and isolates. I keep no ledger of confessed failures and do not shame you for battles fought in secret. I crown you with dignity because you are mine, and you are made new each time you return to me. This newness is not a single moment, but a continual renewal, a living spring reshaping stubborn patterns and breathing life into barren places. Allow yourself to trust again, to believe my intentions toward you are for good. When love feels hard to receive without suspicion or defense, remember that my affection endures, unmoved by your doubts or stumbles. I do not tire of your repeated prayers or ongoing questions. Your longing is precious to me. If you find yourself striving for approval, tallying your worth with anxious arithmetic, let me draw you back to the center of my love, where demands fall away and belovedness is enough. You do not walk alone in your healing or your growth. My spirit works gently in you, never coercing, always inviting, always supplying what you lack to become the person I see. When you approach me uncertain, discouraged, or numb, I honor even the smallest turning of your heart. Your faith need not be loud to move me. A quiet trust, seed-sized, delights me and gives me room to act on your behalf. Much of the growth I cultivate in you unfolds beneath the surface, roots strengthening before fruit is seen. Be patient as I work. Release harsh expectations and the timelines you place on yourself. I am not hurried with you. I rejoice in every small step, every honest confession, every new openness to my love. Where you pour yourself out in love, even when it is not returned or is misunderstood, my strength upholds you, multiplying the smallest kindness into ripples of eternal weight. I know the moments when apologies remain unspoken and forgiveness seems beyond reach, toward others and toward yourself. My mercy does not wait for perfection or tidy endings. It arrives wherever humility and the hunger for peace are found. Let my forgiveness flow through you, not as denial of harm or surrender to injustice, but as the outpouring of a heart aligned with mine. Bitterness may feel like armor, but it constricts the soul. My way is freedom, even when it means releasing the right to retaliate. I am the guardian of your heart and the author of your story, ever turning what was meant for harm into redemption. When you labor without notice, giving your best without applause, I am the witness who sees what the world overlooks. Nothing offered in love is wasted. The sacrifices you make, the temptations you resist, the comfort you extend, all are offerings fragrant with devotion. In quiet places where recognition is absent, let my approval satisfy you. Your identity is not defined by acclaim, but by your connection to me. My child, do not minimize my ability to turn your weakest moments into hope-filled testimonies. What seems small to you may be the seed I intend to raise into a harvest of blessing. I look not at stature, resource, or status, but at a heart open to my whisper. In your limits, my strength is revealed. In your dependency, my sufficiency shines. Lean into my promise. Nothing is impossible when surrendered to me. The path before you invites trust and participation. I call you to cooperate with my spirit, aligning daily choices with the truth of your identity as my beloved. When you doubt your endurance or fear, you are too broken for your calling. Remember, I am both author and finisher of your story. Courage is not the absence of trembling. It is standing on my word amid uncertainty. I embolden you not with thin platitudes, but with the surety of my character and the witness of my faithfulness through every generation. In your relationships, I long to bring deeper unity, understanding, and healing where division has crept in, among friends, within family, and in your own heart. Let my love be common ground that dissolves walls. Choose humility, patience, and listening in hard conversations and tangled moments. I am present, softening hearts and guiding toward reconciliation. Each act of humility draws you nearer to my heart. I dwell wherever pride bows low. As you go on, fix your eyes on me rather than on your failings or on looming difficulties. I will lead you step by step, even when the path blurs or the way feels hidden. Trust that I go before you, providing for each need, preparing encouragement for each disappointment, carving joy in unexpected places. My devotion is steadfast. My purposes are not thwarted by human frailty. I carry you as a shepherd carries lambs, gently, strongly. When doubts swirl in your mind, remember I am the constant who never wavers, never tires of your questions, never shrinks from your fears. I am with you in the late hours and in the waiting, in restless nights, when your heart reaches for words it cannot yet find. Bring your wonderings to me, your uncertainty, your ache for understanding, your inability to assemble what is happening around and within you. I do not scold your searching. I shaped your mind and soul and know how fragile life can seem at the edge of the unknown. Even as you hesitate, unsure which direction to choose, I am already weaving mercy into your path. My guidance encircles you like gentle arms, never forcing, offering clarity at the needed moment. Do not presume your weaknesses disqualify you from my love or plans. I rejoice when you bring me your frailty. In your most vulnerable places, my strength shines most beautifully. I am not looking for perfect performance or tireless striving, only a willing surrender, a letting me be strong where you cannot. Each time you lean on me instead of hiding, my favor surrounds you like a shield. Release the illusion that you must carry everything alone or mask every flaw. I see you as you are, unfiltered, unmasked, and I delight in you. Trust the sufficiency of my grace. It is vaster than you imagine. You may feel overlooked in a world racing ahead, counting only outward triumphs. Yet in my eyes, every hidden kindness, every quiet forgiveness, every battle born in silence is dear. Nothing done in love is lost. I see the weight you lift when no one watches, the secret tears, the hopes you fight to keep. I gather them as treasures. You are never invisible to me. Your life holds infinite worth and purpose. Stand in the light of my awareness. Let my affirmation anchor you. You are mine, and nothing can sever you from my love. There are days when the journey I set before you feels too hard, as if each new challenge exceeds your strength. If you could glimpse the story I am weaving, the outcome richer than you can yet conceive, you would not lose heart. I do not promise ease, but I assure you of my presence in every step. When the climb grows steep, come to me with your weariness. I will be the refreshment you seek. I am not impatient with your setbacks. I rejoice in every brave step, however small. Do not despise slow progress. Faithfulness in difficulty forges a strong spirit and a resilient heart. When the world's chorus tempts you with distraction, confusion, and empty guarantees, attune your ear to my quiet voice within. Let my words become the footing of your days. Seek time with me, not from duty, but from hunger, for I long to fill your soul as nothing else can. I am not distant or mute. I speak into your circumstances with hope, correction, and insight. Open your heart and expect my answer. Perhaps not as you imagined, but always with wisdom and love fitted to your deepest need. As seasons shift, with a wisdom beyond your command, so I arrange changes in your life by my timing. There are seasons of waiting and of moving, of planting and of harvest, each with its lessons and gifts. If delay is your present season, take courage. My timing is exact. My purpose cannot be overturned. What looks like stagnation may be soil made rich, roots pressing deep for future abundance. Be patient. Trust my tempo. Do not compare your path to another's. I know what is best for you and am shaping a future that honors your distinct calling. Forgive yourself for past mistakes beyond your power to alter. My forgiveness is already offered, without condition. Lay down shame, I desire you to live free, unbound by old failures. When you confess, I keep no record against you. I soak you in compassion and restore your hope. Let my acceptance replace self-judgment. Let my truth rewrite your inner story. You are not the sum of errors, but the beloved recipient of mercy. I care for every detail of your life, even the ones you think too small for my attention. Whatever weighs on your heart, great or small, matters to me because you matter to me. No concern is petty, no fear trivial, no desire unworthy. Come as you are with all you carry. Welcome me into each part of your day and watch ordinary moments become sacred encounters. You may wonder if I am silent, if your prayers go unheard. Be assured, I hear every word you speak and those you cannot form. My answers may not match your timetable, but I am never indifferent. Trust the invisible workings of my hand. What you call delay is often my protection or preparation. Let trust grow even when answers lag behind expectation. My faithfulness outlasts every unresolved question. Rest knowing you are never alone. I am the steady companion at your side in every season and circumstance. When your burdens gather weight, lean into my strength. Let me carry what was never yours to bear alone. I offer peace beyond understanding, a calm no world can counterfeit. Train your heart to notice my nearness. I long to be your refuge and your joy. Your life is a testimony unfolding, a narrative of grace, redemption, and steady love. Never discount the force of a surrendered heart. Your choices, your resilience in hardship, your hope against bleak forecasts, these shine my light into the world. Even when you feel unqualified or ordinary, I am honored through your simple obedience and quiet trust. I will work through your life in ways you may never fully see. Still, the ripple of your faith reaches farther than you imagine. Let my love anchor you, my truth shape you, my shelter cover you through every storm. I am not finished with you. My plans brim with beauty, purpose, and wonder beyond what you have yet glimpsed. Stay near, trusting not in your strength, but in my promise to complete the good work I began in you. You may notice a quiet whisper of my presence where you least expect it. In daily rhythms and pauses, you may ask whether it is truly me or merely the echo of your longing heart. I see this, and I want you to know I draw near with intention, not as a fleeting idea, but as the ever-present one breathing hope into every detail. When my nearness becomes the bedrock of your life, the world shimmers with fresh meaning. Small kindnesses take on purpose. Every unspoken prayer is precious to me. Our intimacy does not rest on your performance or perfection, but on the depth of my love. That love is unshakable. Do not let your confidence falter when storms gather or peace seems distant. I am working in your waiting, mending what you cannot name, sowing seeds that will break the soil in due season. Let your heart attune to my rhythm, steady, gentle, relentless in its pursuit of good. You are called to live from overflow, not to earn, but to allow my grace to flow through you as a river shapes the land. Every hurt surrendered, every fear named in my presence invites healing beyond what you dare hope. No wound is too deep for my compassion, no regret too heavy for forgiveness to lift. All I ask is your willingness to come close, to lower the walls in the shelter of my embrace, to risk believing that newness is possible now. Within you I planted courage, not loud and boastful, but the quiet resolve to move forward, trusting me step by trembling step. Life will press with urgency, demanding and distracting, urging you to forget the sacred in the ordinary. My voice remains steady, calling you back to what matters most, loving me, loving others, living true to the spirit placed within you. I do not weigh your worth by productivity or position, but by the profound truth that you are mine, chosen, cherished, secure through every shifting season. Let your soul rest in that assurance even when fog blurs your view. Look back and trace my fingerprints across your story. Recall nights when despair leaned close, when hope felt spent, yet you somehow breathed into another day. That was me sustaining you, holding you through the dark, threading promise where you saw only ends. Do not overlook the quiet miracles unfolding even now. I am doing the work only I can do, aligning circumstances, softening hearts, preparing you for what comes. As you yield to my leading, you will uncover resources within you did not know were there. Patience, resilience, a fierce hope that sparks fresh vision. Allow me to surprise you with joy. I delight to give good gifts, not because you earned them, but because you are beloved. Every season holds value. Mountaintop and valley, abundance and trial. Each moment invites you to discover more of my character and more of who you were made to be. When you celebrate, I rejoice with you. When you grieve, I sit with you, collecting each tear and planting it as seed for new life. Vulnerability is not weakness to me. It is the soil where trust takes root and the opening through which I pour healing. Be gentle with yourself as you grow. Transformation is seldom instant and rarely linear. If you stumble, I extend my hand and lift you. I am patient with every unsteady step. What lies behind, failure, disappointment, missed chances, cannot disqualify you from the future I am unfolding. I am not constrained by what has been. With every sunrise, I invite you into new mercies. Let grace surprise you, especially where you feel least deserving. Come near without rehearsed answers, but with honest longing. I am drawn to authenticity, to the prayers breathed beneath your breath, to hopes barely spoken. I am the God who hears and answers, not always as you expect, but always for your true good. Trust the gentle pressure of my guidance. I lead not with confusion, but with wisdom and peace. Make room for silence, small pockets of stillness in your day, and listen for my voice beneath the noise. There I remind you who you are, steadying you when other voices urge doubt. You are not alone on this road. You travel with me and with the unseen company of those who hoped before you. Your days woven into a tapestry more beautiful than any you could craft alone. I am the master artist, using even shadows and cracks in the masterpiece. You never disappoint me. My delight is not dimmed by your struggle or uncertainty. If you could see yourself as I see you, you would breathe freedom and quiet joy. Turn your mind from lack to provision, from all you fear you are missing to all I have given and will keep giving. My resourcefulness exceeds imagination. I work through expected and surprising means. Often my provision comes clothed in humility or arrives through the hands of others. Stay open, receive with gratitude, not grasping or striving, but trusting me to supply what you truly need. Rest on my promises. I am faithful to complete what I began in you. My purposes outlast your understanding, rooted in my goodness, a goodness that cannot fail or fade. When fear rises, bring it to me. Do not hide or pretend. I am not scandalized by your questions or wrestling. My invitation is to come nearer with your whole self, faith and doubt, joy and sorrow. I will meet you there, speaking hope into your heart and clarity into confusion. My strength is perfected not in your confidence, but in your need. Lean on me, my arms are strong and my care unfailing. However rough the waters grow, you are more seen, more loved, more held than you know. Even now I am aligning your desires with my dreams for you, granting not a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Let these truths sink deep, watering dormant hopes and stirring courage to rise each day. The narrow road I call you to walk is not bleak or lonely. It is filled with surprising freedom and my companionship. Walk forward with confidence. I go with you, turning each step into holy ground. Even now, as you read, I draw you nearer. My aim is not only that you receive these words, but that they take root and endure, bearing fruit within you. You have passed through pain and questions, through joy and glimpses of my presence, and never alone. I have watched your wrestlings and doubts, your striving and your rest, your hidden tears and unspoken hopes. Do not think yourself small or unworthy. I see the vastness of your story and call you by name. My hand is steady on your shoulder. My light is constant in your night. I keep whispering when all other voices fall silent. This is not the end. This is the dawn, the opening of a new hour, rich with possibility. You have wondered what it means to walk with me, to welcome me into every secret place and distant ache. I invite you not merely to recall my words, but to live as one beloved and chosen. There is no moment too heavy for me to enter and lift until you breathe freely. Listen beneath the surface noise for my guiding voice and deep assurance. Even when the world feels unmoored, your life is a field I tend with patience. Your heart, a river I nourish until it swells with grace. In you are dreams I have not forgotten, gifts I love to draw out, wounds I hold until they open into compassion. Let courage rise as you consider the cost of ignoring my invitation. Life narrows. Beauty fades, wonder wanes when you close your heart. But when you let me in, everything shifts. Colors brighten, tasks once endured become offerings of joy. Compassion becomes as natural as breath. Do not linger in regret or wander the wilderness of disappointment or the fear of storms yet to come. Each day with me is fresh manna, a new song, hope yet to be explored. Linger in my nearness. Trust that I am not only in the end, but in each step, whether triumphant or trembling. As you go, doubt may brush against you and discouragement may murmur. Remember, I am the stillness within chaos, the anchor beneath the surge. I call you by the name I have woven for you since eternity. I made you for intimacy, not an idea of me, but my presence beside you, rejoicing in your laughter, carrying your heaviness, delighting in your life. You are not alone, not for a breath or a heartbeat. The road ahead is unknown to you, but never to me. Believe, nothing is wasted. Every seed, every struggle, every kindness, every prayer offered in weakness becomes the harvest of your life. My promises endure when you forget. My love remains when you retreat. Step forward now with boldness. Do not measure faith by feeling or compare your journey with another's. The calling on your life is uniquely precious to me. Dare to hope again. Risk love. Loosen your grip on what you cannot command and place it gently in my hands. Some seasons will demand perseverance. Others will pour out blessings you could not imagine. In every moment, remember you are mine, and I am fiercely for you. Stay close in the silences when you feel unseen. Trust me in delays and detours. Sing with me in victories. Let gratitude be your melody through barren places, and let compassion be your banner as you serve. Reach out generously and forgive lavishly. These are the ways my light breaks through. Beloved, this is not the end but the beginning. Each time you return, I will meet you again, with fresh peace, new strength, and deeper hope for your journey. Do not wander away hungry when my table is always prepared for you. Come back again and again, for my words will never run dry. I am waiting for you. Amen.